Hello everyone. A brief edit before we start the video. The difficulty of the Violent Dragon was lowered after I made the clip that I'm going to present to you today. Keep that in mind, meaning that the stat requirements that you may need if you're watching and preparing to tackle this content after June 16 may actually be lower than what you see. Hello everybody, Sebastian Keynes here with another DragonHeir Silent Gods presentation. Today I'm going to be discussing as to how I approach beating the Violent Dragon and also the composition and the deployment that I use for this specific content. Let me start with the comp that I used. Number one, it was my adventure. You were looking for about 35,000 HP and about 1,400 to 1,500 defense if at all possible. I gave him as much attack as I could, and at the same time provided the survivability that he needed. A little bit of crit rate, some crit damage. You can see that I tried to get his skill haste speed up a little bit more, and his attack interval a little bit more that came from the runes that I'm placing down here. You can see that I'm using both rare and ep gear, and I decided to give him the Manticore statue artifact here to provide damage bonus on him. And I'm also using the frost element for him. One of my nukers was, nuker damage their Oster, Frost. He's level 94, he is rank 5. And his HP is 30,000. And his defense is around 1,100. I give him some crit rate and crit damage. And some accuracies too, because I wanted him to land the Frost. Fortunately, I could not get his skill haste sped up, but I'll give him a little bit of attack interval in this regard. Same setup as my adventure with some epic and some rare artifacts, but pretty much boosting his attack. And I gave him the Eyeball of the Giant to give him a little bit more attack and some damage bonus. As a tank, I used Horus. He has 55,000 HP on level 92, defense almost 1900. You can see his accuracy now is on 90. I actually sacrificed a little bit of accuracy to give him HP and defense because of the aura from another one of the characters. Get boosted up to 50. Plus, you can use food that you cook to boost up your accuracy even more. So Horus has some accuracy, and it looks like an accuracy set and an HP set here with his runes. And I give him the Shield of Alabaster, Knight artifact, to try to reduce the damage that he's taking. I'm using Alexandra here, the rare, as a healer. She has about 40,000 HP with 1,400 defense. A little bit of enlightenment, which was boosted by her aura for the heals. A little bit of resistance. I'm just making sure she didn't get debuffed too much and she actually could survive the battle. And let me see here. And she has the Mirror of the Living for this, where she provides a little bit more healing to allies that are below 20% HP. Most of her gear is HP based. Her runes are also enlightenment and resistance based. Okay. The last champion that I decided to use, it was somebody that I needed damage from. I was actually trying really hard to get Boris to work for this contest, and unfortunately he did not do the job for me that I was looking for him to do. I tried to boost his attack a little bit, but then that meant sacrificing his HP and defense, and to start out with, his HP is fairly low. And he really does not provide the damage that I needed for this, given that I needed to, I only have 10 minutes to complete this content, so I needed to rev up his damage. After I started looking at my roster and decided to test some of them, I ran into this legendary called Donella. Yes, she's a legendary, but I needed somebody that could do damage. You might have somebody in your roster that can do just as good AoE damage as she is doing. And I was actually surprised by this because she is labeled as a support champion. And based on her kit, she does radiant damage. He has a healing prohibition, and then she has a stun, which to me said PvP content, but actually you can use her in PvE, and it has a lot to do with her ultimate, which it actually does radiant damage AoE, which is something that I was looking for, especially when you're dealing with the ads in the second round that you need to bring down so you can keep damaging the Violet Dragon. She has an attack penalty, which even provided more redundancy for me with Horus, because I could persistently apply the attack down on the boss and make sure that I didn't take too much damage. The nice thing about her aura as well is that she gives a 50 accuracy boost in all battles. So it allowed me to tank up, give up accuracy on some on the champions here, so I could give them a little bit more of survivability. So that's essentially the setup with the comp that I use. And as you see the clip, when the clip starts playing, what I was trying to do, it was kind of trying to get the AI to do what I wanted it to do. And so you're going to see the deployment where I'm putting Hexandra to the flank. And what I really wanted her to do was just really focus on Oster when he was getting low in health and just heal him. I didn't want him to heal. I didn't really want her using her ultimate on the tanks and on my adventurer, because in the position that I put my adventurer, I really just wanted him to focus on Hexandra and the tanks. So I kind of got the AI to set up to actually do that. My adventurer only restored the HP and placed the shields on the tank, on the two fighters that were up front, which were Horus and Donella, and also Hexandra. And then Hexandra was only healing Oster when he was getting low on his HP. So as you watch the battle, you see how everything progressed through for the first round, the second round, and then in the third round. And if there's something that you have to do, at least watch the end. You'll see what happens. And it was actually, for me, it was really funny. And he got this close to not being able to finish it, but he got done. And it was actually a fun piece of content to try to get done. So with that, I want to thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, and I will see you next time with more DragonHeir Silent Gods content.